Good morning, all. Let's start with back exercises, chapter 5, transpiration. First question is multiple choice type. First is transpiration pull will be maximum under which set of the following condition? Answer is open stomata, dry atmosphere, and moist soil. Second is with the decrease in atmospheric pressure, the rate of transpiration will increase. Third, one of the internal factors which affect the rate of transpiration is sunken stomata. Fourth, guttation takes place through hydrathodes. Fifth, transpiration will be fastest when the day is hot, dry, and windy. Sixth, most of the transpiration in tall trees occur through stomata. Seventh, transpiration is best defined as evaporation of water from the aerial surface of a plant. Now next is very short answer type. And first is name the following. Openings on the stem through which transpiration occurs, lenticels. The process by which the intact plant loses water in the form of droplets, guttation. C. An instrument used to find the rate of transpiration, potometer. D. A plant in which the stomata are sunken, nerium. E. The apparatus to record the rate of transpiration in a cut shoot, Ganong's potometer. F. Any two parts of a leaf which allow transpiration, cuticle and stomata. G. The structure in a leaf that allow guttation, hydrathodes. H. Loss of water as droplets from the margins of certain leaves, guttation. Now second, fill in the blanks. Transpiration is the loss of water as water vapors from the aerial parts of a plant. Again, transpiration is the loss of water as water vapors from the aerial parts of the plant. B. Closing of stomata and shedding of leaves reduce transpiration. C. Transpiration helps in creating suction force and in removing excess water. Now repeating the answers. Vapors, aerial, stomata, transpiration, suction, and last is water. Now starting with short answer type. First question, given below is an example of a certain structure and its special functional activity. In the similar way, write the functional activity against each of the following. A. Hydrathodes and guttation. B. Leaf spines and protection and reduced transpiration. Protection and reduced transpiration. C. Lenticels and transpiration. D. Xylem and ascent of sap, upward movement of water. Now question number 2, part A. State whether the following statements are true or false. Part B. Rewrite the false statement in A above in the correct form. So first is most transpiration occurs at midnight. False. Most transpiration occurs at midday. Correct statement is most transpiration occur at midday. Second is transpiration creates a pull for upward movement of the sap. True. Third, wind velocity has an effect on transpiration. Again true. Fourth, atmospheric humidity promotes transpiration for a green plant. False. Correct is atmospheric humidity reduces transpiration from a green plant. Fifth, transpiration helps to cool the body of the plant. True. Now, third question. Give the suitable explanation for the following. I am only giving the keywords for it. First is a higher rate of temperature is recorded on windy day rather than on a calm day. This is Because wind velocity makes the water molecule fast to escape from the surface of the leaf. Again I am repeating, wind helps the water molecule to remove at a faster rate from the surface of leaf. Now the second, excessive transpiration result in the wilting of leaves because due to excessive transpiration, cells of the leaves loses their turgidity. Now the third, C. Some plants show wilting of their leaves at noon even when the soil is well watered because rate of transpiration exceeds rate of absorption of water from the soil at noon. Now D. More transpiration occur from the lower surface of a dorsiventral leaf because more stomata are present on the lower surface of a dorsiventral leaf. E. The stomata in most plants are more numerous on the lower surface of a leaf as compared to upper surface. This is a adaptation of all the plants to prevent excessive transpiration. Now F. Forest tends to bring more rain. Forest is an area covered with the trees and trees expel out excess of water in the form of vapors by the process of transpiration. These vapor condenses to form cloud and brings rain. G. On a bright sunny day, the leaves of a certain plant roll up. It is adaptation of a plant to cover the stomatal opening to reduce transpiration. Now D. First one is define the following terms. All the definitions are given in your book. You have to write the exact definition for all these terms. Now the next one is distinguish between the following pairs. The first one is stomata and lenticels. Beta, stomatas are present on in the leaves and lenticels they are present on the stems. Second, stomata opens during the day only and lenticels they remain open throughout the day and night. Now next is guttation and bleeding. Answer is given in your book on page number 63. Next is transpiration and evaporation. Again answer is given in your book on page number 62. Now the next is question number 3. Suppose you have a small rose plant growing in a pot. How will you demonstrate transpiration in it? Experiment number 1 from same chapter. Now fourth, what is lenticular transpiration? Mention one major difference between lenticular transpiration and stomatal transpiration. The transpiration which occur through the pores present on the stem, these pores are called lenticels, is called lenticular transpiration. The major difference between lenticular transpiration and stomatal transpiration is that lenticular transpiration occur throughout the day and night, but stomatal transpiration occur only in day. Next is question number 5. Droplets of water may sometimes be seen along the margins of the leaves of a banana plant growing in wet soil in the morning. Are these dewdrops? No. Comment upon your statement. These are the water droplets which expel out from the margins of the leaf through hydrothores by the process of guttation. Now question number 6. Briefly explain how the rate of transpiration is affected by intensity of light increase, humidity of the atmosphere decrease, and temperature again increase. Now structured application skill type. First question. The given figure represent an experiment. Leaf A was coated with grease on both the surfaces. Leaf B was coated with grease on the lower surface. Leaf C was coated with grease on the upper surface, and leaf D was left without any application of grease. All the 4 leaves A, B, C, D were left in a room for about 24 hours. Now the question is, which leaves leaf dries first? Give reason. D. Leaf D will dry up first because transpiration is taking place from both the sides or both the surfaces. Now the second question, which leaf dries last? Give reason. Leaf A, which is coated with grease on both the surfaces, will dry at last because no transpiration is occur from the leaf surface. Now second question, given below is the diagram of an apparatus used to study a particular phenomenon in plant. Now the first question related to the diagram is, name the apparatus, that is Ganong's photometer. What is it used for? To measure the rate of transpiration. You can also write to measure the rate of water intake by plant. Now the C, what is the role played by the air bubble in this experiment to take reading? D, what is the use of the reservoir in this the photometer, that is to adjust the position of air bubble? Now D, what happens to the movement of the air bubble if the apparatus is kept? First is in the dark, no movement. In sunlight, fast, it will move fast. And third, in front of a fan, again it will move fast. Give a reason in each case. In a dark, air bubble will not move because no transpiration is occurring. In dark, stomatas are closed. In sunlight, with increase in light intensity, rate of transpiration increases. Therefore, the air bubble will move fast. In front of the fan, again with increase in wind velocity, rate of transpiration increases. So that's why it will move fast. Now the third question. Given ahead is a diagram of an experimental setup to study the process of transpiration in plants. Study the same and then answer the questions that follow. The first question, name the color of dry cobalt chloride paper. Blue. B, is the experimental leaf a monocot or a dicot? Give a reason to support your answer. It is a dicot leaf because reticulate venation is present in it. C, why are glass slides placed over the dry cobalt chloride papers? To prevent direct contact of this dry cobalt chloride paper with moisture present in the air, and also it also helps to fix the paper on the leaf. Now next, D, after about half an hour, what change, if any, would you expect to find in the cobalt chloride paper placed on the dorsal and ventral sides of the leaf? Give a reason to support your answer. It will turn, the cobalt chloride paper attached to ventral side will turn pink at very fast in comparison to the paper which is placed on dorsal side. The reason is that on ventral side more stomatal openings are present in this dicot leaf, so there will be more transpiration. Now question number 4, an outline sketch of a tree is shown in a diagram below. Study the same and answer the questions that follow. Now diagram is this. Now the first question, name and define the phenomenon labeled A in the diagram, that is transpiration. Write the significance of the process mentioned in A for the plant. It helps in cooling the plant body, that is cooling effect, and second is it creates suction force in plant. C, what do the direction of arrows in B and C indicate? Beta, B, ascent of sap, and C, absorption of water from the soil. Now next, draw a neat and labeled diagram of an open stomata. Here you have to draw the diagram which is given on page number, it is given on page number 58 of your book. Now question number 5, the figure given below represents an experimental setup setup with a weighing machine to demonstrate a particular process in plants. The experimental setup was placed in bright sunlight. Study the diagram and answer the following questions. That is, first is, name the process intended for study. Again, transpiration. Define the above mentioned process. Here you have to write the definition. C. When the weight of the test tube A and B is taken before and after the experiment, what change is observed? Justify. Weight of the test tube A will decrease after some time due to transpiration. But here in test tube B, there will be no change in the weight of the test tube because no transpiration. Now next, D. What is the purpose of keeping the test tube in the experimental test tube B in the experimental setup? It is a controlled setup for the experiment. E. What is the purpose of putting oil in the test tube? That is to prevent evaporation. Now sixth question. An apparatus as shown below was set up to investigate a physiological process in plants. The setup was kept in sunlight for 2 hours. Droplets of water were then seen inside the well jar. Answer the questions that follow. First is, name the process being studied. Transpiration. B. Explain the process named above in A. Definition you have to write. C. What was the pot? Why was the pot covered with a plastic sheet? That is to prevent evaporation of water from the pot. Now next, D. Suggest a suitable control for this experiment by taking a pot without plant. Next, E. Mention 2 ways in which this process is beneficial to plant. Again, cooling effect and creation of suction force. Equal distribution of water and minerals also you can write. Next is F. List 3 adaptation in plant to reduce the above mentioned process. 6 adaptations are given in your book. You can write any 3 like sunken stomata, narrow leaves, thick cuticle, etc. Now the last question, that is question number 7th. The apparatus shown in the following diagram is Garrio's potometer, designed to demonstrate unequal transpiration from the 2 surfaces of a dorsiventral leaf. Equal amount of calcium chloride was taken into vials which were placed into cups. The leaf was placed between the cups. Now the leaf was placed between the cups. The end of the leaf cups were closed with corks through which 2 mercury manometers were connected. After a few hours, calcium chloride vials were taken out and weighed again. Now answer questions. First is, what is the purpose of keeping calcium chloride vials inside the cup? To absorb moisture or to absorb water. Now second, after a few hours, calcium chloride vials were taken out and weighed again. Will you expect any difference in the weight? If so, give reason. Weight will increase as they absorb water lost by plant. Now, C. What was the purpose of using a manometer to measure root pressure? Next, D. What do you mean by transpiration? Here you have to write the definition of transpiration. So we have completed the back exercises. Revise them thoroughly for test. Thank you.